Hi everyone, it's Gail. I am here today to do a little tutorial on fabric covered spines like I did, for instance, oh goodness, things falling over on this book. I did a tutorial on putting the buttons on the spine, and I had several people ask me to do a tutorial on making the spine and doing the fabric cover. So that's what we're gonna do here today. And I'm gonna do this little book. I had thought it would be cute for Easter. So I will be taking it apart. So if you're squeamish about taking apart a book, then you need to look away now. So anyway, the way I start, I guess I'll start here, is I use chipboard for the 2-inch spine. What I use, if I can even fit it in the camera here, let me see if you can just kind of see. This is the backing to a desk calendar, and it's a nice thick chipboard. So what I've done is I've just cut a 2-inch strip here of the chipboard. So the little golden book is, I think it's about 8 inches. Yeah, a little less than 8 inches. So I think what I'm going to do is actually not measure. I'm just going to mark it like that, and then make a little line here. And I have these awesome Fisker scissors that are giant, and they cut just about everything. So I'm just gonna cut that, and there we've got our spine. So I guess I would just say on the chipboard, make sure it's a little bit sturdy. You know, it doesn't have to be super thick, but I'd say this is like 1/8 of an inch probably. So do that. Then my little golden book, this is the part that might make book lovers squeamish, but you know, we're gonna make it into something wonderful, so not to worry. So I just get kind of crazy and just pull apart the spine like that, and like that. Okay, so now we've got our 2 pieces, right? So for the inside, I'll just tell you that these are, I don't know that you can see it really, but they're stapled in 2 places. Here's one of the staples right here. So what I will do is I will get this spine off of here and remove the staples. It takes a little bit of work, but then the book pages are left into their 2 little signatures. So like in these books, I did 2 signatures here, and all the pages, I fold them in because they're a little bit too long, but you can see the staple holes actually, and it makes it really super easy to keep the pages in their normal order. So yeah, I just put them in, and then I can sew them in as a signature. Easy peasy. So that's kind of what I do with, sorry, I've got all the cuttings of all these journals sitting here waiting to go when I get these listed, so they're causing me grief. Okay, so that's what I do, is I pull this off and I leave the pages intact and then sew them in the signature. So we're going to put that aside though, because we're going to do the spine here. So once I've torn the covers off, I take my big scissors, and you can just feel where the chipboard is on the inside of the cover. So I just cut along a straight edge on both the front and the back. So it doesn't have to be perfect, because you know we're going to cover it up. So I do that, get those out of our way. Okay, so then I'm gonna take my covers, and here's the spine, and we're just gonna kind of line them up like that. Make sure, yep, I'm in frame. Okay, so that's great. And then this is the fabric I'm gonna use, and I've cut it to about 3¼ inches or so. I just want it to be able to cover up the spine without covering too much of the covers. And I'm going to flip this around because I think we'll see what's the easiest way to do it. But what I want to do is I want to have the opening at the bottom like this, because I'm going to take this fabric and I'm going to wrap it around. So let's do that and I'll show you. Okay, so I wanted to tell you I use Fabri-Tac to do this. Fabri-Tac glue. It holds just about anything, and it's super strong, and it's going to hold your fabric very well. So, okay, I just kind of want to set that up there and give me a little bit of a marker as to where I'm gluing. Okay. The only thing about Fabri-Tac is it definitely has strings. So I'm just going to go down as straight as I can down the cover, and I'm pretty liberal with the glue, and then down this cover. Okay. And then we'll do the spine. And I just kind of make myself a little square and go back and forth a minute like this. I have gone this way too, just to keep from having my signatures go through glue, but you know, it's not a big deal either way. So get some of the strings off the fabric. Okay, and then I'm just going to place this fabric on here and kind of, I want the front cover to be the best there, and then I just kind of push them together, all the three pieces, and just kind of lay my fabric down. And I'm just going to smooth it. I'm going to use a little baby wipe because some of it's squishing out the edges. Okay, so that is all I do there. And then I'm just going to flip this to this side, and I'm going to apply glue on this side. Both covers. And as you can see, I'm super precise as I do this. No, I don't do anything precisely. So what I have done before is gone like down the middle like that and kind of over to the edge, so that this leaves this part open for your stitching. So that works too. Either way, it's not a big deal. If your pokey tool or your awl gets sticky, then just use Gooby Gone on it. And that'll fix it right up. So, okay, so I'm just gonna smooth that back down again. Okay, I'm squishing out the sides a little bit again. That's because I'm liberal with the glue. But that way you're sure it's gonna stay on there. Okay, so while that's settling in a little bit, I'm going to grab this other cover that for a book that I haven't quite finished and show you. So what I'm going to do then is let that dry on to the book, and then see, it's going to be like this. It's going to, it will hinge right where your openings are, but your fabric is going to hold it in place. So let me show you this one that's all dry. It's ready to go. So got a few strings. So anyway, this one I did the exact same way. You can see there's kind of a rough edge on the bottom, but it's smooth on the top. And so here is the book, and where your chipboard pieces meet, in that area is where it's just going to fold. And so really super easy and quick to do. So this one is probably dry enough. I've got a little glue there, but I'm just going to then cut off the excess. And the great thing is the excess is about the right size to use as a fabric flip in your book. So that fabric's all ready to go. Yeah, so that is it. I hope that is what my stubbies that ask, I hope that's what you were looking for. And this will be a new little Easter one once I can get some insides made. So that's it. That's the fabric covered spine. So I hope you enjoyed. I hope it was helpful. If you have any questions at all, just put it in the comments below, and I answer all my comments, even if I just love them. I always respond to every comment. So any questions, let me know. And thanks so much for watching, everyone. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.